This is KUGAN CASSIUS for IFL TV. It's Riyadh season here in Riyadh. Battle of the Baddest this Saturday night. On the card, Jack McGANN. How are you, mate?
I'm good, thanks, mate. Yourself?
All good, mate. A bit different from Liverpool, isn't it?
Yeah, a bit different. A bit different to the last shows I've been fighting on as well. That's the one thing I'd say to describe Saudi and the experience I've had. It's just different.
Absolutely. But what a stage. We can see a little bit of it behind us, how this is going to look. This is going to be where you're actually fighting. There's actually another ring for the main event, which is crazy as well, isn't it?
Yeah, well, for the open workout then, I was in my changing room that I imagine I'll be in Saturday. I'd done the walk and I was in the ring I'm going to be fighting in, so it was a good preparation for the mind.
This is your 9th fight now, Jack? 10th fight. Yeah, things progressing all right for you? Are you satisfied?
Yeah, 100%. I got my first title back in March. I won the IBO European, and then I've just been made mandatory for the British, so everything's lining up, and I'm on this amazing card, so yeah, everything's all my buses are coming at once.
Your opponent's in the same hotel as you. Have you run into him in the hotel?
Yeah, but he's sound, he's respectful and all that, so we're just here to do a job, aren't we? But yeah, he's a respectful guy, so.
Yeah. Obviously he comes from good stock. I mean, how much of him have you seen, DURAN?
Of his dad?
Yeah, well, of him.
Everyone's seen his dad. Of him, I've watched a good fair bit, and it's going to be a good fight. He's a top boxer, and I think what I've been saying for this whole card on Saturday, the pressure that's on it for this, because the event's so big, you're going to get the best version of everyone who's on it because of that bit of pressure. Do you know what I mean? So, myself included. So I think all the fights are going to be top whack.
Absolutely. And what's your thoughts about the main event? Because obviously a lot of people have had a lot to say about Tyson Fury, obviously fighting someone from the UFC in his first boxing fight, etc. I mean, it's going to be interesting. People are going to favour Tyson Fury, and obviously being the accomplished boxer. But what do you think about the fight in general?
I think that it's going to be more of a fight than people are predicting. Obviously, I think Ngannou's got his work cut out for him. But if you put Fury against any heavyweight on the planet, that you'll say Fury will win anyway. Apart from Usyk, and then even then, it's like, oh well, Fury's too big. So anybody's on an uphill battle with Fury. But I just think it's hard to judge somebody who hasn't boxed before. Ngannou's known that he's going to be fighting a boxing match for a good while now. And even though it's not boxing, it's MMA, he's been competing with the top level guys for years now, and he's used to that competition. So I think if you listen to his life story, he's always one for doing something people can't say. And then there's the other side of it with all the Usyk and Fury stuff in line, and everything's we've all finally got what we want. If there's ever a time anything could go wrong, it'd be Saturday. But no, my final thoughts on it are, I do think I picked Fury, but I do think it'd be more of a fight than people give.
Bring in Alfie. Come in.
By way of knockout, introducing Moses Italma.
Come in a little bit. Looks like together. Alfie, yeah, great opportunity, great exposure out here in Riyadh on this card for Jack.
Oh, it's brilliant. Do you know what? And he deserves it. And you know what? I mean, what we wanted to get him on this card for as well. I mean, the whole thing of it, like, he's transitioned from MMA to boxing, and he's done it so well. You know, he's picked up a title on the way. He's mandatory for the British, and you know, he wants to show all these guys as well that, you know, you can make that transition from MMA, and he took to it like a, you know, duck to water. And you know, I mean, the early days before and all that, you can see like he had the natural ability, but you know, the last 2 years, especially after COVID, he's come on leaps and bounds, and he's such a hard hitter. And that's what, I mean, you was even saying about the Francis Ngannou thing and all that, like, it only takes one punch really, you know what I mean? But obviously with the Fury, he's got to catch him. But with Jack, he's living proof now that if you know, he was a big striker in MMA, and you could transition that, you can't lose your power. That's the one thing you can't. So.
Yeah, obviously for yourself, Jack, you've had a little bit of time to make that transition. For someone like Ngannou coming in, his first fight, I think it was Eddie Hearn that said that Francis Ngannou wouldn't beat Johnny Fisher. So to give everyone perspective, that was his opinion about it. When you look at it like that and how difficult it is going to be for Francis to kind of, in his first fight against, on paper, the best heavyweight in the world, it's going to be difficult.
Yeah, and everybody knows that. I think that one of the main things he has to do, in my eyes, is take it to Tyson and earn respect early doors. I do think that not only last 6 or 8 rounds, but the fatigue will start kicking in then because of just everything, he's not used to it. But I think for the first couple, if he takes it to him, that's his best bet. If he stands off Tyson will just have a ball with him.
But in a cage, I asked Tyson about this the other day. Obviously, he's got his fights. Would he ever do that? He said he'd fight Ngannou or Jones in a cage. But that's a different kind of story altogether, isn't it?
Yeah, well, it's like me sitting you in an airplane and going, go ahead, fly that there. You just don't know how to do it. You don't know what you do. You don't know what buttons to press. You don't know. That's what it's like. If you haven't got the ability, you're not going to get nowhere. So, I think some MMA guys will have a chance in boxing against the right opponents and everything else, but you can't just jump from boxing to MMA. It doesn't translate over. There's so much missing from the game. Do you know what I mean?
Right, Jack, Alfie, thank you very much for talking to IFL TV. Public workout today. We've still got a few more days here. Press conference, obviously, Thursday, weighing, normal fight week stuff. But best of luck on Saturday, and hopefully we'll grab a word with you after your fight on Saturday.
Nice one, Coop.
Best of luck to the future British champion, soon to be.
Top man. Thank you very much. Good man.